Welcome to this week's fashion video. Today I have pieces from my mother's wardrobe and we are going to be styling them together. So this is my recreation of her style. We are talking vintage wears. We are talking timeless pieces. Welcome guys.
How you like that?
This is not the first time that I'll be styling clothes that I've gotten from my mother. If you've been a regular on this channel from last year, I've talked about how her style has always been very unique. My mom is the kind that will spend money on clothes, the money I don't have. So while I'm looking at a cheaper option but quality, she's looking at quality and she does not mind if it's not cheap. Okay, yeah, she has earned it and she can buy things like that for herself, but I can't. So what happens most times, I'm very lucky, she's a giver, so she just gives me her clothes, and thank God I'm also big-bodied, courtesy of my dad, so I'm able to wear her clothes from years back. She has clothes from the 80s, from the 90s, even from the 70s that I've been very lucky enough to inherit. Just a few days ago I inherited these, just about 4 items, but I can tell you they are quality, they are beautiful, they are unique, they are her style, and I'm just going to be recreating them in a style that suits me best. Okay, so these are my ideas of how I would style these 4 pieces, and she's also going to be featuring some pieces from earlier times that she has gifted me clothes. So who's ready? So we're just going to be starting off very quickly with this piece. If you're Nigerian or African, we call these bubus. So bubus usually are free dresses like this. They give you space to be, they give you space to breathe. Some people say if you invite a girl out to dinner and she wears something like this, you know she's a foodie and she's ready to spend that money, and she's not ashamed to be a foodie. And that's a turn on for some people. That's a turn on for guys that know what they are doing. Guys are not intimidated by girls who know how to eat. So when you wear outfits like this, you have free space to just, for this item, you see that there's really not much that you even need to do. You are good to go. Everything looks perfect, everything looks chic. But because we are in fall, it may get colder as the days go by. The only thing I may want to do with this outfit is to add on probably a turtleneck. That's even when we get into winter. I wouldn't even really do that for fall, because usually as we get into the afternoon it gets hotter, so you may not even need all of that. But if I'm wearing this in the winter, I'll most probably put a turtleneck under this, a black one. I don't know if I will try white. I don't know. What do you think in the comment section? Let me know. I will try just a black turtleneck. The hands will be long up to here, of course, and that's just again to protect me from the cold, and to also give actually a very nice vibe to the outfit. It will give a certain look of layering the outfit, layering the gown, and it will look balanced, it will look very chic. Nothing is taken away. My hair will look good, and hair, remember I've told you before in so many other videos that your hair is also an accessory. So just look at how this afro wig just adds to the outfit. Yes, it's a wig. Yes, I'm not one of those ashamed to say I'm putting on a wig. It's a wig, please. So just look at how the afro elevates the outfit. There's not too much you need to do with this, but if you're feeling cold, I have this jacket here courtesy of someone else, not my mom, but someone older, also from the older generation, who has had it as a timeless piece also. But usually you see this kind of jackets in most stores, so I wouldn't even really call it a timeless piece. It's something that you find everywhere. So I would just put this on if I'm getting too cold, and that's just it. I wouldn't do anything to it, and if I get to where I'm going, the temperature is right, I take this off and I have back a boo-boo again. If you are the kind who is very concerned about accentuating your waist, I would suggest you use a tummy belt. What you do with belts like this is just to add structure to the outfit. It's just to cinch this place a bit so the waist kind of looks smaller, and this looks flare, of course, because it's a flare gown. This is beautiful, and it's also very good for people who, like me, have the inverted triangle shape, who have broader shoulders, narrow waist. It helps to just cinch this, gives an illusion of your hips being flared and your waist being cinched. Your shoulders are just there. There's nothing you can do to hide them. Okay. And another reason why I like this is because it has this kind of V cut here. And again, for those who have broader shoulders, they're usually busty. Many of those who have the inverted triangle shape, wide shoulders, they get very busty. So to actually draw attention away from the shoulders, stylists always recommend something that has a V cut. The lower the better, but this just stops here, which is not bad. So it gives that cut. Of course, I have my gown I'm wearing inside, so just assume that's not there. Or even if you are putting on a black turtleneck, you still have that V cut on the black turtleneck. So the black turtleneck now acts like your skin, like a second layer of skin, and you still have the cut of the dress peeping out. So it still gives that illusion of a much narrower shoulders than you actually have. This is the boo-boo, very chic. With the belt, yes, you can try it on with the belt. I have another belt here that we can even try. Let's try this red belt that I've had for a while. Maybe it will make itself useful for this outfit. I also really like this. I have on just a pair of flats. I think many people would not like the idea of wearing this with boots, but if I'm in the winter, bet you with me, I'm wearing boots and there's nothing that can go wrong. I can wear black boots with this, and I'll just ensure I put on a socks that gets all the way up to where the dress stops, and this is how it looks. If you want to be extra to get the entire African vibe with the boo-boo, you can even go ahead and tie a scarf. I have something like a fringe going on here. I'll tie a scarf over this, and this is what it looks like. Little bag just to also add to the styling. So what do we think? We think it's lovely. I think so also. So this is how I would style this lovely boo-boo from my mom. And I tend to wear African wears to work on Fridays. It's a rule I've had since Nigeria. So this will work for like a Friday office wear, even though it's not mainly a corporate wear. But for Fridays, I like to put on something that reminds me of my culture, my origin. So this would work for me for a Friday. I can't say the same for you because, of course, different offices have different rules. But for me, I can wear this. So this is how I imagine this boo-boo in my head. Let's go to the second one. It's also a boo-boo. It's raining boo-boos, guys. And shameless plug, if you would like to have boo-boos like this, I'm plugging in my AFROJEMS brand. AFROJEMS brand is a brand that brings the African culture in terms of fashion and styling to people in the US who are interested in having these timeless, eccentric Afro pieces. So I have boo-boos like this. I have pants, I have skirts, clothes for men, for women. I'm going to link our Shopify page in the description, and you can shop from there, or just find a way to send me a message and I'll get you wonderful pieces like this right where you are in the US. So let's continue with our styling. This has a very intricate pattern I love so much. Just look at the stones on this, guys. I remember being younger and I always loved my mom's Afro pieces, the kind of things that AFROJEMS sells, because she always added this kind of details, this kind of stones, this kind of things that just add a layer of poof to the outfit. So without these glittering things, the outfit would just be still good, but this just adds another dimension. So this is how this boo-boo is looking. It's just like the other one. It's just that this one obviously has many interesting colors. Pink is the main dominant color. We have black, we have something that looks like cream, we have green, we have blue. Again, I like how free it is. This is something you can also layer if you want. I can use different things to layer with this. Mostly I will use a black turtleneck like before. I can decide to use white also. I feel like anything will basically work with this color, and it's just something that will attract people from far away. So you enter a room and you are looking different from everybody. You're looking spectacular in a very good way. So that's the kind of vibe that this boo-boo gives me, and I really love it. Again, shameless plug, if you're looking for things like this, message us on AFROJEMS and we'll get it right to your doorstep in the US. Accessories, because we are linked to the AfriCraft brand who produces accessories like this, we got you. Send us a message today. Luckily, this boo-boo comes with its own scarf. Let's change the way I'm tying it. I'm just going to give this a little bandana situation going on here. Just something that gives me a Mickey Mouse thing. And then the back looks like this. My afro hair is still perfect for this outfit. And this is just simple tying. Just eccentric detail, eccentric style, free, accommodating, and it's just lovely. Again, you can put on the coats if it's cold outside, and when you get where you're going, you take off your coat and you have this just smiling at everybody. I can just imagine it. Again, let's try it on with our belts. This is if you want to go for the cinched waist vibe, you're welcome to do so. This is how it looks. Again, for my girlies who are inverted triangle shapes, this kind of belts just do wonders for you. It's beautiful. You look like an African princess. You look effortlessly beautiful. This is how I reimagine this outfit from my mom. I've not had to do too much styling because the dresses speak for themselves, both this one and the one I showed you before. So that's the wonderful thing about most of these African boo-boos. You don't need to do too much. The patterns, the detailing, the material already speak. Material is already doing what it's supposed to do. So you don't even have to do too much. You just put it on, do a little bit of this, add your accessories, grab your bag. Look like $1,000,000. Let's go to the third thing my mom gave to me. This asymmetrical top. I love it so much because again, I'm an inverted triangle girly, and just putting this styling tip out there for those of you who have my body type: broader shoulders, narrower bottom, heavier on the top. Asymmetrical tops like this will do it for you. So let's try to put this on. Basically, what asymmetrical tops do for you is to take attention away again from the shoulders, from the fact that you are top heavy. And because the blouses are detailed, they are not as normal as the usual blouses. So instead of people looking at your shoulders or looking at how top heavy you are, they are, so to say, smitten by the pattern of the cloth or the design of the cloth. So when you look at tops that are going this way, or one hand is this way, or one thing is this way, your eyes are caught by that design, and it's enables, so to say, your body to escape the scrutiny that it would otherwise have had. So this is how the top is looking. Look at how beautiful this detailing is. You see how the cut of the top is. It's not the normal, it's not the usual. So you are so caught up by how beautiful the top is that you do not realize anything else. And again, you see that V cut again. It helps with the bustiness and the wide shoulders. It just helps to distribute the vision of whoever is looking at you into other areas, as opposed to what they would have been looking at before. And we all know what's right in front of their eyes. And for this top is even better. We have this floral designs everywhere. The color is also a very, very beautiful shade of pink. I think this is it blush pink? I don't know what this pink is called. I really don't know colors. Yes, I like clothes, but sometimes I don't know the colors of the clothes. This is what this top is looking like. I really, really love it. Just imagine it with a skirt that's as short as this gown I'm putting on. Maybe a plain colored skirt, like a black skirt, or let me see the colors here, a green skirt or a purple skirt or even a red skirt. This would look so good with a skirt that is as short as it's just above your knee, not too much. The cut of the blouse just also cutting across how the skirt looks. So a straight skirt, which is something I wouldn't usually wear, but because of how the cut of the blouse is, I can afford to wear a straight skirt that will show how narrow my bottom is as opposed to my top. The blouse has afforded me that leeway to style like that. So that's one thing you can style with this kind of a symmetrical top. You can use a skirt as short as this, but the skirt that I had in mind when thinking about this top in my head is a denim very long skirt. This is the skirt. If you're an OG on this channel, again, you know this skirt. Again, this is from my mom. I think she wore this in like the 80s. You wouldn't really see detailing like this in mainstream fashion, fast fashion these days. I've had this skirt for about 2 years. I think it has rested now, but before I was always putting on this skirt. I was always like 2 weeks wouldn't go by without me putting on this denim skirt. I love it so much. It has stood the test of time. It is a skirt of memory, something my mom wore years ago before I was even born, and me putting it on and it's still looking timeless, it's still looking lovely. That's something to say. That's something to say for fashion, and it's unique fashion, eccentric fashion. So this is how I'm imagining styling this blouse. I'm going to use it with this skirt, and definitely I'm going to use boots with this. I'm not going to put on these flats that I'm putting on. I still like my afro hair with it. I like the little necklace popping up from here. I can just have this coat hanging on my hand like this, but then we know it's cold outside these days, so we can put on this and even wear this outfit with sneakers, like white sneakers or any other sneakers that you have. I think that it will really go well. This is giving a layering situation. It's giving this upon this upon this, but all coming together in a very nice way. The coat has its own belt, so you can still decide to accentuate your waist with the belt of the coat. This is what is giving. These are the layers you have on. You cannot say this does not look good. Carry your little bag. If the sun is out that afternoon, you put on your shades and you look like something out of a fashion magazine. You look like someone that has the whole world in the palm of their hands. You look like someone who has their shit together. It doesn't matter if your life is crumbling, your outfit looks so good. It looks so nice. The blouse is doing what it's supposed to do. The denim is doing what it's supposed to do. The coat just brings its own energy. Everything, the hair, the little bag, your accessories, you know, everything is that's the vibe that this gives me. And I don't know about you. So this is it. This is how I imagine the blouse in my head. Such a very chic outfit, such a very easy thing to put together. These things are really very easy to create. Just look at your body, you look at what you like to wear, and just put things together like that. I'm keeping this denim skirt on because of the last item I have to style. This is a top that has so many beautiful little circles. This is not a top that I will go to the shop and buy for myself because I'm mostly very enamored by plain pieces, usually, especially of a certain color. So this is not a color I would buy for myself, but I'm happy I have this. This is how the top looks. Remember, I have on my gown underneath, so if you are seeing that peeping out from the dress, just ignore it. Just imagine this is the only thing I have on. What I can do with this blouse to kind of give it that asymmetrical look, remember I said because of my body type, those are the kind of blouses that fit me most. And if you also have my body type, those are the kind of blouses that will fit you most. So what you can just do is to just tuck this in a little bit, and this is what you have. You have that diagonal thing going on there. If you want to do something extra, you can turn this top into one that has one hand coming down a bit like this. Again, the asymmetrical state of the blouse is peeping through, and that really can be your outfit. You have your bag. Let's put it on this side. This can be your outfit. A chic. You can also use this with your sneakers. You can use this with sling bags. They usually have narrow front parts, so it kind of peeps out from the denim, which is a very long denim skirt. Experiment I would like to carry out is to use this jacket, which my mom also gave me, another timeless piece, and let's see if this will work. This is pattern upon pattern, which I do not usually like doing, but let's see. I see that it's the same colors. It's controversial. It's not something we do every day, so let us see if it will work. This is an experiment. It's not bad, but I do not like it. I believe that again it's because these two patterns, they do not work together. Like I was saying in one video, I think it was in my last video, even when you're putting on pattern, there is a system to it, which I have not taken the time to study. I will be honest, because it's not something I do, so I'm not taking the time to really study it. But off my head, looking at this in the mirror, I believe this is not working. This is not working. They are both very beautiful outfits on their own, but I don't think it goes together with this. So I'll take this off, and instead of this, I will add this. This will work, definitely will always work. Just see the difference from the other coats. We use our little bag again, and let's add the gangster shades. What do you think? You tell me what you think. I know what I think, but Let's leave the decision up to you. Isn't this giving New York? Isn't this giving Paris? It's giving street fashion but with timeless pieces. I would really like this with some sneakers. What I would like to try though is to turn this to kind of an office wear. Is another idea that I've had in my head. So I'm going to be using this slacks, which are wide leg pants. Let's add in a belt. This is just so it looks very official. This is the look. This is giving very much office girly outside, of course, with the cold. Without the jacket, this is what it's looking like, which is not also bad. This is a very good outfit. Add on our little bag and we are good to go. I've turned this timeless piece into something that works for my modern day style, that works for my modern day needs, office needs, going out to a quick brunch with the denim skirt. You saw how good that looked. Needs of like weather, I've added on the coats, and everything is still put together. That brings us to the end of our styling video for today. I've styled 4 pieces for you from my mother's wardrobe. Whatever piece it is that you've been gifted, sometimes it may not be your style, it may not be the color you like, but just keep an open mind. You never know what you may need it for. Remember again to subscribe so you have more and more fashion videos for your enjoyment pleasure. I'm sorry the lighting fluctuated so much during this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one.